All right, so a few of you are having problems with, once you set up everything, putting this in the calculator, getting an error message. Okay, so I want to show you how to do this. So again, you do the problem. This is R9. You label your triangle. I see that I need A and H. A and H is cosine. So cosine of the angle is equal to A, which is 9 radical 3, divided by hypotenuse, which is 18. So to get rid of cosine, just get E by itself, I take the inverse. So this is what I'm trying to put into the calculator, the inverse of cosine. So I go scientific calculator. All right, I always make sure that it's in degrees. So it's in degrees right here. And I'm trying to put this in here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this so that it's not in the way. All right, and I'm trying to put this in the calculator. The reason you're getting it wrong is because you're not closing the parentheses where you need to. So inverse of cosine, so inverse of cosine, and then it's open a parentheses, and you want to go 9 times radical 3. Now, you have to do 9 times radical 3 first, and then divide it by 18. So what you have to do is actually you have to open another parentheses, so you could just do 9 times radical 3, then close it, then divide by 18. So open a parenthesis, 9 times radical. Now notice, as soon as I hit radical, it open a parenthesis. So when I do radical 3, I have to close the parenthesis for radical 3. So right now I've got 9 times radical 3, and I have to close the parenthesis for the 9. Okay, then all that, so the whole top divided by the bottom, 18, and then close the parentheses. So what this is telling you to do from order of operations is it's first going to do 9 times the radical of 3 first. Then it's going to take that answer, okay, of 9 times radical 3. So it's going to take that answer, because that's in parentheses, and divide the whole thing by 18 equals 30. So your answer here is equal to 30. Okay. Now, if you did not want to do all that, what you could do is, it's a lot more work. Most calculators have this answer button, right? So let's see if I could do it on this one. Right, the other way I could do it is, you see that it has an answer button here? That's very, very useful. I could break it up. If I don't want to do all those parentheses, I could first find 9 radical 3, whatever that answer is, divided by 18. Whatever this whole thing is, take the inverse cosine. All right, so 9 times radical 3 equals this, okay? You're going to take that and divide it by 18 equals. So this whole thing is now this, okay? So now I need to take the inverse cosine of this number. So I'm going to hit AC, and then I'm going to do the inverse cosine of answer. The answer that 0.8 blah, 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 blah that I don't have equals. And that's still going to give me 30. Okay, I'm going to do it again. So you could either do it with parentheses, or you could do it kind of like keep doing this until you just have the decimal, then put this. If you are doing it the decimal, do not round ever. Don't ever round before you get your answer. All right, so I'll do that one again. So 9 times radical 3. So 9 times radical 3 equals, so this whole number, we're going to divide it by 18, divided by 18 equals. So in the parentheses right now, I have 0.866, blah, 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 blah. So now I need to take the inverse cosine of that. So inverse cosine of my previous answer equals 30. So it's still the same thing. So you could put it in forwards, which would be inverse cosine, open parentheses, so open another one, so you could just do 9 times radical 3, close the parentheses for the radical 3, close the parentheses for the top, and then divide it by 18 and close the parentheses for the whole thing. So exactly the same thing.